Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
Hey,
Hey, everybody. Good morning, boys and girls. Hello.
back in the studio together.
Where have you been?
Well, where haven't I not been?
Yes.
I've been traipsing around the world, the globe, if you will.
Yes.
Dealing with a lot of soccer.
Well, they love soccer in Europe.
It was mental. Like mental.
Yep.
I had never experienced anything sort of like the
Mhm.
Euro Cup before.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize why there were hordes of people all over the place.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, wait. Yeah, it's soccer.
It's soccer. They love soccer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and especially when we were in Berlin, it was the first time that they've had this specific tournament
Yep.
in like 20 years.
The Euro Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they hadn't had it there in so long. So people were rabid.
Yeah.
And I'm not exaggerating. Like it was, I've never heard a deafening roar of a stadium of crazies in my entire life, all dressed alike. And I mean, I can say we've seen championships here in New England.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we have.
And Patriots and hockey, but never have I heard the deafening roar of an entire country
Yep.
of people screaming like we did. So
Yeah.
it was pretty incredible,
Pretty
actually.
incredible. See, the thing about soccer is, unlike any other sport, anyone can play it.
Yeah.
So everybody can be invested in it because, hey, I can do that. I can play kickball. I can play soccer.
Not
so,
like them.
well, no, not like them. I was telling you before we went on, I was watching the Mexico, I think it was Uruguay game the other night. I stumbled into it. They stretchered off 3 players in the second half.
Oh.
I mean, and it wasn't like you see, soccer players, they fall and they hold their knee and you think they're never going to walk again. And then they get up a minute later and they're running back up and down the field. These guys were clobbered and they were stretchered off.
And this is soccer.
This is soccer, right? A nice friendly game.
Oh, hello, Cindy. You are not late. You are just in time. Jackie, welcome. Thank you for having us and enjoying us. She said we missed you. And Ashley, I have not seen your face here in a while. Good morning to you. How about that Karen Reed verdict yesterday? I don't think anybody was surprised by it.
No, I don't think anybody was either. It's and they're going to do it all over again.
Isn't that the worst part?
Oh yeah. Well, they've relieved of his duties or something. The state police.
But that doesn't mean he loses his job either.
Pardon?
That doesn't mean he loses his job either.
No, but he sent those text messages that were not very complimentary, apparently, of her. But yeah, and it's going to be the same people and the same lawyers and the same prosecutors. And
it's obnoxious.
It is.
It sucked our soul away. And now we have to go through that again.
And I don't even know why. I don't know why we all somehow found ourselves getting so invested in this person who we never knew, and all of a sudden, I don't say we should, well, all of a sudden we're caring about the results of her trial, and we didn't even know her.
I know.
It's just so bizarre.
Yeah, see, Ashley, it's Karen Reed absorbed me, and now it's temporarily over. Take a break, will you?
Right. I mean, and people were at the Rotary at the bridge. Free Karen Reed. What?
I know. That sounds like you got a lot of free time on your hands.
Yeah, if you can worry about Karen Reed, could you turn me up just a smidge?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of problems going on
Thank you. There we go. Now I can hear myself.
50 million people watching the presidential debate, not to switch it into another hot topic, but we have to address it and talk about it because 50 million people can't get their life back after watching all of that. What's up, Michael? Thanks for joining us. I heard Vanna knocked it out of the park, entertaining everybody at the Mashpee Farmers Market. She's got another date coming up in July, and we're looking forward to it.
Yep.
Well, somebody said, Amina, our Cape Cod pickle lady, came over and said, you got to get that girl back. I said, what girl? the one with the keyboards. I said, "Oh, Vanna." She said, "Well, I went down to use the restroom, and all of a sudden you just saw people in the comments turn their heads and look up and then just start wandering up to the Mashpee Farmers Market because they were following our voice."
And how old is she?
Vanna just turned 17, I believe.
Yeah,
Just turned 17. Pretty incredible.
that's crazy. She
The
is
amazing
so
talent.
talented.
We have such incredible, talented people here on the Cape, and I always forget it. And then the summertime comes out, gigs start happening where kids, young kids, we had Bodie Corona who performed, and people are like, "We got to get this kid back. We got to get this kid back." He is literally a kid. He's 17 years
Mhm.
old and sounds exactly like Steve Miller Band, sounds like it's amalgamation of some amazing talented singers, and these kids are in high school and they're just getting their chops,
Right.
just starting.
And the Cape is a great place for that, for
It
people
is.
to, I don't want to say practice, but for people to get out there and get out in front of a live audience and perform and try out their stuff. Because you're right, in the summertime, there are so many venues and opportunities and people doing stuff.
So many cool places to go. Thank you very much, T. Thanks for joining us this morning. Good morning to you. My daughter had her first night of work at the Melody Tent.
Very
It
good.
was
Who did she see last
It was
night?
like a 2000s pop show.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was like boy bands. And I just saw a bunch of photos, and JT sent me a photo of him and Lil,
I saw that. Yeah.
which I thought was so cute. But man, she came home jazzed, like energized from work. And it's not easy work working concessions,
No.
and feeding everybody and making sure everybody gets drinks and making sure all the, like, it's hard work back there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've never seen her. She floated into the house and woke me up from a dead sleep. "Mom, I did this. It was great. I had
Yep.
fun." Like, that made my heart happy. So anytime you've got a teenager that's excited to go to work, thank you very much for that opportunity, T. It
Well,
was awesome.
she's very personable. So the fact to constantly interact with folks, she just must have loved it. I mean, because the line for beer never stops.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. T said it was almost like working with you because she's got your laugh and your sense of humor. So we cracked the same bad jokes. It was very apparent after 3 weeks of spending basically the same bedroom together
Mhm.
that we literally answer each other's sentences and crack the same bad jokes and laugh at the same dumb things. To the point at the end of it, she just laughed. I mean, she really came home a different person.
Yep.
Just really more comfortable in herself. I feel a little bit better sending her off to college in September, but we're still dealing with all of that.
Oh,
It's just been one thing after another, but she's been handling it and doing it herself.
good.
I know.
Salem State still?
Yes, Salem State still. She,
Good.
dealt with all of her financial paperwork yesterday herself.
Good.
Went online and was dealing with all of this stuff on her own, which was very nice. I came up from the morning show yesterday and she's sitting there having a cup of cappuccino with my husband as my husband's doing a little bit of laptop work. And I'm like, "Oh, must be nice, you two,
Right.
having your leisurely breakfast this morning."
Just like we're in Europe, we'll have a little cappuccino.
Right?
What's the meat platter with the boiled eggs?
Yeah, right.
I love breakfast in Europe.
We didn't do too much of it because we were either traveling on grabbing a croissant.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing like big.
I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with grabbing a croissant somewhere in
It's
Europe.
not a problem.
No.
Good. So I will miss those breakfasts very, very much. But today is back to the gym for me.
Oh,
I kind of miss the rush and go and slapping a 15-kilogram backpack on my back, by the way. It was confirmed and weighed in that mine was 5 whole. They mocked me because I was the slowest of the group.
but you had the heaviest?
But I had the heaviest backpack and all of the stuff. Mom, we're the pack mules. So I'm the one carrying the laptop bag, this bag, my back hurts, the day pack, this thing. So I literally look like a Sherpa. I had like bag, backpack on. And shout out to Erin Threads and also our friends over at Buzzy Fingers. Both of my handmade bags survived. Not only survived, they thrived in the abusive situations that I put them in. So thank you to our Cape Cod seamstresses that just absolutely crushed it. Thank you. Everything worked out great.
Well, Michael Anthony picked us up to take us to the airport when we left for Florida, and we had suitcase. And he said to me, Stephanie and her family, all they had were backpacks. And they're going to Europe for like 2.5 weeks. I don't know how they're going to do it. We were going to Florida for a week, and you would have thought we were going to Europe for 2.5 weeks.
No, we had just backpacks. We traveled light, and we really did work as a great team. Nobody got lost. Nothing got stolen.
Oh, well, that's good. Nobody
Everybody
got
showed
lost.
up. Like, that's the stuff you worry about when you're like traveling with your teenagers. There was one tour that we were on. We took some terrible ghost tour when we were in, I forget where we were, Prague.
Mhm.
And my husband loves these stupid ghost tours because you get to see like the underbelly or like the crypts underneath these old cities. And so the tour guide was awful. He threw bad joke after bad joke. I was like, what are we doing? This is terrible. But what happened at the beginning of the tour was some woman panicked, had lost her 16-year-old son. The two of
Oops.
them were supposed to be on our tour. And she's like, I lost him. He has no cell phone. He has no cell phone
A
signal.
16-year-old with no cell phone?
That's what I said.
Wow.
So I don't know if they had just arrived and maybe they didn't deal with like the chip situation, or maybe they didn't plan for not having a cell phone or service or whatnot.
Yeah, because you have to get the international service. You just can't
Right.
use your own.
So I guess
service
they
from
had
here.
planned for this tour, and this woman, my heart went out to her
Oh my
because she
gosh.
looked so frantic trying to find her teenager. But then it made me laugh a little bit because I was like, your 16 is probably bellied up at a bar somewhere.
Right.
Because they can.
Yes, they
They'll
can.
be fine.
He'll be fine. He'll show up.
Yeah, they knew where the hotel. He's like, I asked her, does he know where your hotel is? Yes, he knows where the hotel is. Just hang out there. You're better off just
Yeah, he'll
hanging
come
out
back.
there.
He'll come back. He may have a girl on his arm or two.
Mm.
But
Who
other than that,
knows?
Can I take these home? I found these, Mom. Can I take these home with me?
We had a very funny moment as we were sitting in some very big tourist trap of a gypsy show that we happened to be in, and they were blowing fire in a basement restaurant, like fire. I was like, this would never fly in the United States.
Oh
This
no.
would-
Oh my God. Can you imagine Facebook?
This show would be shut down in 3 seconds. They're blowing straight up fire at these people. Small children running around everywhere. Brooks, jagged edges everywhere. This place is a death trap. But bring on the fire.
Right. They're much more low key about things than we are, aren't they?
There's no safety there whatsoever. If
Oh,
they
God,
tell
no.
you not to go somewhere, then you don't go there because you will die. There was just like this little string, and you look over and there's like a 400 whatever it was drop, 400-meter drop, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, you definitely don't want to go up there.
Nope. But they don't
just
care.
die.
They just roll with it. They're so calm about things that we just get our undies in a bunch about.
Yeah, right. Speaking of our undies in a bunch, today is actually Independence Day. We've got fireworks that are happening in Chatham and Orleans. The Continental Congress declared today as the day that we had our separation from Europe.
Right.
Bye-bye, UK.
Hate to see you go. We hate to see you go.
We've been fine here up until like fairly recently, I feel like.
Yeah, up until last week. What was it? Thursday night? Was that those two guys, old guys from the Muppets that sit up in the balcony
I think it was worse.
and connect and
Waldorf,
comment?
Waldorf and Statler.
Yes. I thought that's who I was watching for the brief moment that I saw it. And I went, no, I'm on vacation. I can't.
Marty Bermel sent me the cover of the New York Post today that had Jill Biden, who she was doing some photo shoot for Vogue. And then there's this photo of Joe that just like looks just what? I was like, oh, that's not a great photo. That's not a great
No,
cover
he didn't.
photo.
He didn't do himself well.
Not
Actually,
good.
both of if
That was embarrassing.
if Joe hadn't had his problems initially, well, we'd still be talking about both of them.
I know.
Because neither one of them did a good job. And I don't care whose side you're on. Neither one of them did a good job.
Not that I love the French, but the French have just now put this woman into the political play. She's 28 years old,
Yep.
and she's given Macron the run of his life. He's going
Yes.
to end up having to put her on as
I know it.
chancellor or whatever it is. This is what we need. We need a little young blood. Who is ready to take a sacrifice and throw themselves to the lamb? We need some young people in here to shake it up a little bit. We were having this conversation with my kids because we were steeped in history. We're in all these cool historical places. And we started talking about our founding fathers and the people that were the ones that made the change for this country, which, by the way, they were like 18, 19, 20 years old when they were doing all of these things, writing these documents,
they were
showing up
younger.
for all of these votes.
They were younger for
They were
sure.
teenagers. Where are you teenagers? Can you step it up? Because we're tired. We're not making sense anymore. You kids need to step it up. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Do something. Make some changes because
Please,
we can't handle this.
please. I mean, and when I think when Ronald Reagan ran for president, people were all concerned because he was 69 and he was quote unquote too old. I'm like, really? He's
Nobody
a
wants to do it. It's too
He's a
much
kid.
work.
We'd love to see somebody 69 years old running.
Well, since we're here talking about neurosis and crazy, I figured we'd talk about this article that I ran across today that I saw that dancing can keep you from becoming neurotic.
Mhm.
And I thought we all need to do a little bit more dancing.
But what happens if you can't dance?
I don't think that it matters the type of dance that you can
because
do.
I can't dance. So
No, I think that just the act of
Just,
doing
you know.
the dancing can keep you from becoming neurotic. It's a
Okay.
powerful way to express yourself, reveals a lot about your personality. And now researchers have also found that dancers may have better mental health than the average person with 2 left feet. So if you want to, their methodology on this one, by the way, they did this study in Sweden and Germany, collected all the data, 5 big personalities: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, and agreeableness, and neurosis. And they said all of that was better when you started to dance.
okay.
So, guys, get out there. However it is that you can dance.
Well, see,
don't
guys
care.
look, generally speaking, guys look dumb when they dance.
Who cares what you look like?
I know. The women always look better when they dance. Guys look dumb.
Good morning, Dad. Thanks for joining
So
us.
many-
What's up,
so-
Robert?
So many times we just
Liz,
look stupid.
I miss you. No, somebody posted a photo of me dancing from the backside. Never do that. This was on Saturday. It was my first gig back. We were at Everly. We were having a party. Somebody put on We Are Family, and I was dragged onto the dance floor. Thank you very much, Danny. And then somebody posted the video.
Mhm.
I did not like that.
I didn't see that.
Thank God. It's not cute.
I would have shared it
And I
had
was
I.
like, who is that? Wait a minute. That's me. Yuck. Do not show backside photos. We get the front, we get the face only. Thank you. Yeah, we were thrown into the fire on Saturday, back-to-back gigs, but it was fun to be back out again.
I was surprised. I had to text you Saturday. I felt guilty.
Why?
Well, because I figured just that, they just came back and they got to be recovering. And the answer I get is, well, I'm at a gig right now. And I'm like, what? You just got off the plane.
We have no time to waste. We got things to do. Well, we came right into July 4th week.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, here you are, dropped into the Cape. How dare you take June off? Here we go.
Right.
Get to work. Let's go. What's up, John Taylor? How are things at K-Gay? I want to know. You look
Mhm.
like you're always having fun and you live in a straight up party. So I need an invitation to come visit sometime soon, please. And thank you.
Hint, hint.
Right?
But the nice thing about taking a vacation when we both did is that it's halfway through the year. And when you come out on the other side, you can reset
Yeah.
and say, okay, what am I going to do for the second half of the year?
Yeah.
It's a really cool break.
I've never had one before, so I have no idea. I've never in my entire life since I was in like grade school have taken a June vacation
Mhm.
to do anything. So
Yeah, we've been doing that a lot lately, the end of June, because Mariana goes to camp down in Clearwater at the aquarium,
yeah.
which, by the way, she had such an incredibly cool time at camp. She went snorkeling and there were dolphins. She went kayaking and there were dolphins following them.
Amazing.
She dissected a squid
I know she showed me. She was very proud of
and
that.
she took
squid
pictures. And she came back and she tried to show them to Mari and Meg. Look at what I did. And they were like, oh. I didn't know she showed you the pictures. She had a blast.
She
and
was
we were
amped.
supposed to. There was a museum or aquarium members only event on Thursday night. In addition to dolphins and other aquatic animals, they're now starting a manatee rescue center.
Oh,
And it was
love
supposed to
those little
and
fat
it was
guys.
supposed to open. Well, it couldn't open and bring the manatees in because, well, if anyone has dealt with inspectors when they're doing work, we heard the people were explaining the story and we went, oh yeah. They went and they had an inspector come who said, you just have to do this one little thing. and you'll be good to go. So they went and did the one little thing. Another inspector came and said, oh, no, that's nowhere near enough. You've got to do whole checklist of stuff, and it screwed up the opening to bring the manatees on.
Yeah.
But they had the event of the aquarium anyway. They had these little things called kookaburras or something. These little furry looking things. I think they're called
capybara.
Capybaras.
Oh, they're little Australian babies.
Yes, they were so cute, and they do everything together. So, like when we went to see them, they were all eating together. And then they had cardboard because they're kind of like rabbits and they need to chew on things.
Yeah.
So then they all went to chew on things.
So cute.
And anything they did around, the three of them went together. It was so neat. And that they're these cute little furry things that
we don't know what type of animal you are, but you're very cute.
Yeah, they don't look like.
I have not made the leap to Australia. I haven't had the time.
They don't look like anything. Well, I don't know. I'll see if I can find a photo and maybe you can.
John, I will never visit you. 115 degrees. Somebody posted something like that. Come to Texas, they say, and they're like, "What is Texas like in the summertime?" On one of those like Facebook page, whatever. Yep. And it was like, "Have you ever been cremated?" And I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh my God!
My husband's like, "It's not even that funny." I'm like, "I think it's very funny."
Okay, so here they are.
They look like rat moles. They're very cute, though. They look like a cross between a beaver and a rat.
Yeah, but they're cute. They really are.
John,
there they are. And
John said they're delicious. Oh,
what?
Only if they're delicious, like cute little things.
How could you eat that?
I could not eat that thing.
No, they're cute. I wouldn't think edible.
Lord knows what the hell I ate when I was over in Europe, though. So.
What was your favorite food when you were there?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Tastes like chicken. Yeah, John, thanks.
All of their chocolate was great. Hey, Mary, nice for you to join us. My trip to Pittsburgh is at the end of the month. So excited. I'm working with one of my mentors and trying to get some media access so I can talk to some of the players.
Whoa. Excited about Pittsburgh?
I think he means like with the actual team of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh.
I don't think anyone's like, yay, let's go to Pittsburgh.
I would hope not. I mean, but nothing wrong with the people in Pittsburgh, but I wouldn't get, oh boy, I'm going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. No.
It's not like, oh boy, I'm going to London or I'm going to Paris. No.
I don't want to go to Paris. That's really one of the places I've only been in and out of. They've got the Summer Olympics coming up. Apparently, that's been a big bone of contention because the U.S. is basically bringing their own AC because they said what you're giving us is inadequate. I guess they're trying to be carbon neutral.
That's right. And the good old liberal U.S.
We're like, bleep that.
We're going to screw it up.
We're bringing our own AC.
We know we talk energy and saving and all that stuff, but we got to stay cool.
Listen, Frenchies, we ain't doing this. We're bringing our own, thanks, but no. Emily says, let's go Greece. We are going to Greece, as a matter of fact. We have got unique experiences planning our Lemonadio trip.
And when is that coming up?
That is coming up the fall of 2026. So that is, I know, right? We're planning for it, though.
That's a long way for some of us to look forward to.
Listen, we're going to start planning for that one. And that is like soup to nuts. Everything will be taken care of. It's a Mari vacation.
Oh, okay, good.
You show up and all your baggage, all your food is taken care of. All your drinks are taken care of. Go here, go here, go here. All your transfers are taken care of. Mm-hmm. You are just a potted plant visiting Greece.
Yes. And will there be bugs?
I'm sure there are going to be bugs. Are you ready to talk about your trauma from your vacation? I feel like that is a Stephanie and Cliff story, but it happened to you and Mari.
Yeah, I'm not ready to divulge the name of the hotel yet. But it's a national chain. It was the flagship hotel, and
you spent way too much money to have that happen to you.
And when we got there, we have bites and we figure, well, it's Florida, it's warm, it's humid. And then within a couple of days, I got up one morning and my legs looked like they had been attacked by I don't know what. Well, long story short, notified the hotel. They were a little slow in responding. And when we've really realized we were in trouble is that Mari went to go to bed and she turned back the covers and there were bugs. We thought they were bed bugs, but they said, no, don't worry about it. They're just gnats.
Oh, much better.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised when I went in the pool, people didn't get out.
That's how bad your legs
Oh,
look?
my legs were a mess, an absolute mess. And the manager of the hotel, the manager of the hotel was very good, very responsive. His staff, not so much. And it looked like that we were at least going to be compensated a day or two because they moved us to another room and they screwed up our laundry and whatever. But there's been no charge. And we figured, okay, he's a good dude. He did the right thing. Driving over here this morning, Mari called me. And of course, I mean, it's 6:30 in the morning, 6:45, and Mari's calling. And of course, I immediately think, oh God, what? They charged us for our full week.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
No. So we're gonna work on it, and then we'll talk about the hotel.
Even number 2 gate responded and took care of that situation. I mean, bugs, just as bad. It's just as bad.
Right.
My dad says that capybaras are native to the Amazon.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Johnny V, for stepping in.
Thank you. And look, we understand in a big hotel like that with people coming and going, stuff happens. Stuff happens.
But getting eaten alive in your bed by bugs is not something that you sign up for a higher end hotel.
No. But what I mean is, there's a lot of rooms, there's a lot of people, and within any individual room, something weird can happen that they may not catch on to immediately.
Right.
But
make it right.
Come on.
Just make it right. That's all we have to say about that.
It begins with the letter M.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Fix it.
Yes.
Good morning, Chris. Hey, Rob. Emily, I feel as if it does count as a work trip. You can sell that to anybody. Absolutely. So here we are, 4th of July week on the Cape.
Hey, we're both independent business people, independent contractors. If you want advice on how to sell something as a work trip, right here.
Right here. Definitely a work trip.
We got it.
Listen, my vacation started off as a work trip. It actually was work. I had to work.
Your vacation was a whole work trip.
Right. Lots of stuff in there. Working.
Because
everywhere.
I'm sure in those other countries you were in, you were observing local media.
Absolutely.
Cliff was looking at various infrastructure things.
We literally did market research. We went to every single market that they had in every single country to see what they did. We were laughing. We're like, it's market research.
There you go.
But honestly, I didn't find, I was hoping to find something that we weren't doing.
Yeah.
Or something that wasn't covered, or wow, that was a great idea. But I really feel like we did a bang up job coming out of the gates at the Mashpee Farmers Market. If you've not visited us,
you have
to. It does itself. It's so wonderful. We've got such a great community of fun, wonderful people between entertainers. We had Olivia Yingling this week.
She was, oh my God, she was cool.
Isn't she so good?
Wow.
Quite a songstress.
It was again, like you talked about with Vanna, all of a sudden I was like, who's that?
I know.
Who turned up the speakers? Who's playing the music somewhere?
The bluesy, sultry voice.
And it was her. She was cool.
Coming from the woods. It was very beautiful. Mariana had her first day of work. She's going to be working and covering the POP program, which is our Power of Produce.
POP, not POT.
Right. Correct.
Yes.
Power of Produce, where kids can come, and this is sponsored by the Mashpee Chamber, and get a little sticker, and then you get to pick a fruit or a vegetable that maybe you've never tried, or maybe you want to try, or it looks real good to you. Whatever it is, they are taking care of it. Thank you very much to our friends at Rockland Trust for putting all of this together in motion. And it's just a really nice, our next POP day is coming up on the 21st, and we have Boston-based Jamming With You coming down, and they are fun kids entertainment. They put instruments in the kids' hands. Cool. It's a really interactive show. And if you've got little people under the age of 15, I would say will absolutely just enjoy this. Even the big kids will enjoy it. They really get out there and make sure that everybody's involved in this. We've got our Wingstock, which is coming up. I'm really excited for that day. Lots of activities. So please check in with us. Give us a like and a follow at the Mashpee Farmers Market, because we're doing some really cool things. Also, it's a spot for nonprofits. So if you've got a nonprofit that needs some eyes or some extra people to notice you. We've got the library coming to visit us. We've got youth baseball teams that are coming to do some small fundraisers. Mills River Rescue is going to be coming, and they have their unicorn. If you've not seen the unicorn at Mills River Rescue, we are going to be hosting on one of our kids' days coming up. So I'm very excited. A real unicorn.
A real
A
unicorn.
real unicorn. You've not seen her?
No.
Oh, she is living out her best days at Mills River Rescue, another fabulous nonprofit that we love and support. They do wonderful work, and they have a real life unicorn. So you'll be able to see one of those.
Okay.
Coming up this week, 4th of July, we are going to be at the Sandwich Picnic. They have their 5K that they do. And then we host the egg toss, which is super fun.
Oh, that's fun.
We had a really good time last year. It was wild weather, but we were able to squeeze it in. And then the fire department comes in and they open up all of their hoses and they release bubbles and soap. And it's just a super fun community picnic that is from noon until 2 in Sandwich, right at the Wing School. If you're looking for this activity,
behind the Wing School.
Yep.
Yeah.
Such a good time. So that'll be right on the 4th of July. So many activities that are happening between boat parades and fun stuff. Marty gave us a full list of stuff. We'll put that on lemonadio.com so that you're able to access it if you're wondering what's going on, because I know that there are so many things. You were complaining about the grocery store not having any food.
It was weird. I think I posted, did someone say snow? I mean, I went over to Roach Bros just to get a couple of things.
There's nothing anywhere.
And I was like, where are these people coming from and what are they buying? But that was right around the same time, there was the weather forecast about possible tornadoes and everything else here.
You think that that's why people went out? I think it's just 4th of July weekend.
I don't know.
We have too many people here. We're full.
It was, sorry if I'm coughing, folks, but I don't know. It didn't seem, I mean, obviously I've lived here long enough that I know, that tourists come and all of that, and that'll make it more crowded. It just seemed like people were like panic buying. I don't know why. That's how it struck me.
Seemed frantic. Good morning, Don.
Yeah.
Hello to our West Coast listeners.
Seemed frantic.
Us.
There was an awful lot of bread and milk.
Like, guys, why?
I don't. I mean, there was nothing in our refrigerator when we got home. So, I mean, I had to go to the grocery store just to sort of get the bread and milk and the this and the that. But yeah, this just seemed to be a lot of, we better get some of this just in case. Okay.
I shopped the farmer's market this week and we made a fabulous dinner last night. Even after work, I did scallops. We had our fresh corn that I chopped off the cob, and had green beans. Thank you very much to Chatham Harvesters who was there this week. And also we had Harvest Moon, who's been doing a bang up job with their produce. Great little farm. And also Cape and Islands Produce. Killer Vegetables. She has been selling out week after week after week, bringing some fun stuff.
That's where we bought our vegetables. We had most of them last night.
Yeah, good.
And I got the scallops still frozen, and I just brought them right home, put it right in the freezer. So some night when Mariana isn't staying over because she doesn't like scallops, we'll have to figure out what to do with that.
Probably because she's too busy dissecting them.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Dawn, summer on the Cape sucks. For the people that live here, we have small windows, small glimmers of why we live here occasionally. But yeah, it's usually the tourists that tend to muck it up a little for us.
But it feels like a different kind of summer this summer, and I don't know why. It feels, I don't know, it feels more positive, it feels better, it feels more exciting. I don't know what it is, but I'm a lot more excited about this summer.
Maybe because the weather is nicer. Last summer it rained every weekend.
That's true. We've had some great, we're going to have some great weather this week. Oh my gosh. Hey, and the pool at the Villages is finally open.
Ta-da!
While we were gone, an email went out.
Oh.
That they opened it, quote unquote, early. Well, not early and or not as late as we thought. But that's finally open. So that's gonna be cool as well. But
what's up, Dan Chase, joining us from Middle America? Right. Mari says, Hank is nicer than me. I'm still pissed.
Oh, I'm pissed. I just, you just have to deal with things as they come. and we'll do what we have to do. And like I said, when I was talking to Meyer this morning, I said, look, if we don't get satisfaction, then the next time someone on the Clearwater Beach school page asks for a hotel recommendation, I'll just pop on and say, gee, I hate to do this, but
Well, you know who is not having to worry about their hotel recommendations right now that seems to be visiting us, as the
Yes.
rumor goes, is a one Mr. Elton John.
yes, he's apparently at the Chatham Bars Inn from what apparently seems to be a really good rumor. There was a family a couple of years ago that had a wedding at the Chatham Bars Inn, and their entertainment was Bruno Mars.
Do you remember how crazy people were
Yeah.
driving by the Chatham Bars? It's at the end of, it's in an area of the Cape where it's just very difficult to access.
Right.
You have to go specifically for there if you're going there. And it's not something you can just do a drive by to get a glimpse of Bruno Mars. That's not happening for you there.
No. And the same family had a wedding this weekend. No one seems to know who the family is. And the very good rumor / story is that the entertainment was Elton John.
Well, I got to tell you, since I saw him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this past year, and he's not very agile anymore.
No.
He's not jumping through hoops anymore, for sure.
Well, he's no kid.
No,
He really
he's
isn't.
still fantastic. Put him in front of a piano. I'll wheel him out anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Here he comes, Elton. Just play the things, and we'll wheel you back. Thank you
Right.
very much. But it's kind of cool that he's here visiting us on the Cape.
Right.
He played for the Queen. We'll take him.
Right. Oh, he's played everywhere for
Mhm.
everybody.
Thank you very much to my good friend Sue Furman for taking me to one of his 87th last tours. He's like, Sherry just won't go away. He says he's retired. I don't believe him. This is what he's doing now.
No,
He's a wedding singer on his way out. I don't see this.
Oh, I think he'll end up, doing what they all
He's
do.
not done.
He'll go to Vegas for 2 weeks every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
And all he needs is a piano,
that's it.
really, and he can just sit there and play for 90 minutes and charge all kinds of ridiculous money, and people will be thrilled.
But that's it.
Doesn't have to put on a big show. My brother went to see Hootie and the Blowfish
And
at Fenway Park, and he said it was unbelievable.
Darius Rucker is amazing.
But the night before, same thing happened with Hootie that happened the night before with Lana Del Rey. A storm came through, and everybody had to seek cover.
Well, yeah, because we got 7 inches of rain in a minute. This is
Right.
Welcome to Massachusetts.
And lightning. There's a video on social media somewhere at one of the rain delays that have happened lately, either at the concert or at the game, with water just gushing down the stairs into the concourse area.
No, thank you.
At Fenway.
Well, it happened to Taylor Swift last year, too. It was the same situation.
Right.
She played on through, kids. Nothing's going to stop her. We've got hurricanes to worry about right now.
Yes.
It seems very active this season. Not looking forward to it if you're in the Caribbean or know people there. They're buckling in. Beryl is rolling through. They said it's category 5 at this point.
Yep. Well, that's why some people may know this. Insurance companies are taking the opportunity to raise their rates.
Oh.
Because we're due for something, so they're raising their rates. So everybody, look at your home insurance. If there's a hike, that's the reason why.
I've been highly looking at insurance lately. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've been ingesting some podcasts while I've been away. I'm like, I really should buy life insurance. I don't know what to do. You guys have been getting me right now on my financial podcast. They've been really focusing on some of these finer points. And I'm like, I should probably do it. I'm not getting any younger. This is not good. Yesterday, I decided to just write out what I've got a will. But yesterday I decided, after watching some TikTok that I was watching, I was like, I just better write down some of my main issues right now.
Right.
And then I just left it in the safe just in case there were some questions. Right. You never know.
And have a talk with Cliff in general about just in case.
Right. No, he knows that I'm to be kept alive as long as possible, no matter what state I'm in. I will haunt them. I told them that. Keep me alive I don't even care if I'm a damn head. Science is getting much better, and I want to be preserved. Keep me around forever.
And you will eventually come back.
I'll come
somehow.
back. I will. I told them I'd haunt them if they didn't mark my words, so they're gonna. I saw some new offerings from some Cup of Noodles that I was curious about. They had pufferfish Cup of Noodles.
Pufferfish.
Is it like it's blow darts? Aren't they like dangerous?
I
I'm
thought they
pretty
were.
sure that they're like poisonous. I guess it's a delicacy in Japan for
Oh,
like
yeah.
$100 or whatever.
Usually those things like that are delicacies in Japan.
So why are you trying to make a dollar cup of noodles trying to poison me?
Pufferfish.
Yeah, I'm all set with it. Also, I saw s'mores Cup of Noodles.
No.
Ratchet.
No.
Do not mix. I'm not a sweet and savory person. I do not like mixing those things that should be a meal and now it's all of a sudden sweet. I do not like these things. Separate them, church and state. S'mores do not belong in my cup of noodles. I do not want this offering. Thank you
No.
anyway.
However, a local donut chain does have a s'mores donut
I don't like that.
currently.
Or like
I got one from Mariana yesterday. She liked it. It's a little too much for
but then
me.
they'll throw a bacon on there, and then I'm like, no,
No.
ruining it. Put a bacon on my donut. We don't need any of this stuff.
They put a bacon on anything, and I
that's
think
true.
that somehow makes it better.
That's true. I'm trying not to eat like that anymore.
That's
I'm working on it. Even though I did 20,000 steps a day and I did lose a little bit of weight, but all I did was eat fried food and chocolate. My blood work can't be great.
But it's good fried food. See, that's the thing. It's good fried food because they use good oil.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I think food wise, the food is better over there
We
than
stayed
it is
in a
here.
lot of Airbnbs and they, had a lot of cooking oil and stuff like that, like stuff you're not going to lug around with you. And they use rapeseed oil. It's canola oil.
Yeah.
It can't be better for you. I do not believe this.
Yeah. Oh, when I would travel to Italy, I would always come home with just all kinds of oil and vinegar and this and that because it was so much better. I was so afraid that if the plane really bounced, my carry-on was going to explode.
With all the good stuff.
With all the good stuff.
Please don't lose it.
And I was going to make such a mess. Yeah.
We whizzed right through customs. I didn't have to deal with any of that. We brought 2 bottles of whiskey and a couple of chocolates home. We didn't mess with anything. Once again, we just had backpacks. And I was like, if we find anything that we really need to take home, we'll get a suitcase and fill it.
Right.
But I mean, we were good. We were good. We were tired. We were done. We're like, we had it all. Maybe next time. Right. I'm not a souvenir person. I did get some magnets for a couple of my friends because they specifically asked for them.
Right.
But other than that, I'm not a tchotchke kind of girl.
Right. I'm a t-shirt collector.
Are you?
Oh yeah. I have way too many t-shirts as it is, and I bought even more.
Well, that's my husband because he stains it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Our number one thing that my children were thankful that I brought with us was the damn Tide pen. Because between my husband and my children, every single day he put a fresh shirt on and the shirt was like calling to him. Feed me, spill here, please. Thank you. Every single day. And I'm like, you got 4 shirts. What do you get? What are your plans here?
Mm-hmm. So at various times along the way, you found a place where
we would stay in an Airbnb and we'd wash all of our stuff.
Yeah.
And then we'd start again.
So that's how you traveled with just a backpack.
Absolutely.
Mari could not do that.
We weren't there for fashion, Hank. We were there for experiences. No. I didn't care what I wore.
No, Mari couldn't do that. Although I was proud of her. She went to Foxwoods a couple of weeks ago with the girls.
Yep.
And her big suitcase, I couldn't close it. She had so much stuff in it. So I was thinking, oh my God.
For a day?
We're going to be gone for 2 nights. We're going to be gone for a week. But she did a good job. I was actually able to close the suitcase without sitting on it and asking Mariana to help me. So she did good this trip.
Are you an overpacker or an underpacker? Sometimes I took a few things I really didn't need to take with me, but I mean, I ended up using absolutely everything that I brought with me, which is a rarity.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's weird because I'll go somewhere close by and bring everything. So, I mean.
Right. Well, we were lucky going to Florida. Shorts and t-shirts and a couple polo shirts.
Yeah, you didn't need luggage like that.
No. No, and if we went to a restaurant the last night we were there called Columbia, which is a Spanish-Cuban restaurant that started in Tampa 100 and something years ago, and it's a quote-unquote chain in Florida. It is unbelievable. So a place like that, I wouldn't feel good in shorts and a t-shirt, but shorts and a nice polo shirt or something. I mean,
a sundress or something like that.
Right.
I mean,
no, I wouldn't look good in a sundress.
No, I disagree, Hank. I feel like you're missing out. Good morning, Gloria. Hi, Erica. Thanks for joining us on the show this morning. It is Hank. It is Stephanie. It is real Independence Day today. It is 4th of July week. I can't believe, I feel like the summer's over now.
No.
I know.
Oh, and one other thing, when we were in Florida, we saw Andy and Julie,
Oh, yeah.
who are big listeners down in Clearwater.
Hi, folks.
So I don't know if they're both retired. So I don't know if they're up yet and
They got plenty of time. Just tag them, make them.
and watching.
What's happening?
Mari will take care of it for sure. But it was just lovely to see them. And we're sitting there having dinner, and I thought to myself, damn, I should have brought them T-shirts. What's wrong with me?
Well, we just ordered some new ones. So we got some new ones for that. We've got some new ones for the market. And we've got some other fun stuff because we're going to be at the Demolition Derby all week long at all of our shows. We've got tickets. There's a fair in the air. And the Demolition Derby is a Wednesday night, July 24th. And Lemonadio is going to be hosting it. It is such a good time if you've never been.
Can I have tickets for everybody?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You have to go and hand out some stuff, though.
That's fine. I don't mind working.
You got to work. This ain't the free dinner, Hank.
All right.
Nothing around here.
Sing for your supper, I guess.
That's it. We run a nonprofit. We make no money. So
oh, I know all about that.
we have a good time. We entertain people. We connect the community. And that's what we're all about here, is connecting the community. You've been working feverishly on adding some shows.
Yes, folks, we're building out the schedule, and within the next couple of weeks, we're going to be, swinging everybody on board, and you will hear voices off and on during the day besides me and Steph and a couple of other folks.
I like the collection of people, though. We've got a little bit of sports. We've got a little bit of entertainment.
Yep.
We've got some entrepreneurs. We've got some self-help stuff. We've got some consumer stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be really interesting.
It's a really good mix of some great community voices talking about some really cool stuff that's not regularly offered on any of the channels that we've got around town.
Which is the purpose of what we were doing. And I was telling Steph before we went on the air, this is not sucking up to the boss, but at the farmer's market on Sunday, we ended up talking to this guy from Magic 106. God, I forget his name.
Joe.
And actually someone who works at Magic 106. Joe had been at Magic 106.7 for 24 years. Joe Cortez, my former student, has been there for 40 years. So we took a selfie and whatever. But you did a great job explaining to him what it is that we're trying to do here at Lemonadio in terms of connecting with the community and everything. Do you remember what you said?
I did. We were just talking about, he said, what is Lemonadio? And you can always tell a radio guy who sounds a little like radio. Tell me more. And I'm like, oh, you're in radio. Yeah. He's in the production aspect of things. And he's like, so tell me about how you arrived at putting this together. And I said, we were displaced. And we just started connecting all the things about radio that we loved the most. The reason why we used to use local radio and go to local radio is to connect with the community. What's going on? Where are people? What are people doing? This is the new tune. This is the new group that is doing something. This is the new business that is in town. So that's what we did. We built the farmers market. We've gotten together, done a great job. Thank you very much, Patrice, who has been working really hard and diligently with Rockland Trust and connecting people. And we need to have a lemonade stand. They're raising money right now for Tommy's Place. And this is just one of those community connector places that we started to amplify. So it's local people that are talking about things that are happening in their life. And we've got places and activities like we used to do gigs.
Right.
We'd go out and go to a restaurant, go to a bar, talk to people, hand out some great things. What's going on in your life? What do you like? How do we entertain you? So this is where this community was built. We're in person. We're on our digital platform. And we're also doing a lot of community events. And that's really what it's about. So we love you to be here with us in this journey as we grow. And we really are growing. We've had over 100,000 check-ins every single month consecutively since January.
That's
so
incredible.
That's like really, really exciting news.
Yep. That's people listening to Lemonadio. So that's really cool.
Whether on our stream, you've got the app, Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio, Roku TV.
Just be patient with Alexa sometimes.
You've got to say it very specifically, and
otherwise you get a radio station from Los Angeles, and I don't understand the connection at all.
None. You've got to enable the skill. I think that's what throws people sometimes too. So, whatever it is, and any way that you find yourself connecting with us, please do so. Our in-person events are fabulous. Events on Cape Cod is our new group that is growing by leaps and bounds. We're over 2,000 people right now, and it's just a place for you to share what is going on in your community, and we love doing that. Oh, and Peter and Allie, Murray said we've got to say hello to.
Oh, hi, Peter and Allie.
Hi.
Yes, we saw them as well. Thank you for reminding me. They are colleague realtors, and Peter's a listener. He'll text me sometimes. I'm in the office making cold calls and listening to you.
Speaking of real estate, Cape Cod just broke a record.
Unfortunately, Mary and I didn't sell it.
Well, this one, that would have been quite the commission. I don't even know what it would be, but a 14 bathroom compound, 7 bedroom, $22.75 million, the highest priced real estate sale ever recorded on Cape Cod, happened in Osterville. I would have thought it would have happened on one of the islands.
Yeah. Although there are some sections in Osterville that are kind of swanky.
Well, this one looks pretty amazing.
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing. Does it say whose home it is?
No.
Okay.
No.
But it's quite the place.
15,500 square feet of living space.
That's too much.
That's just a tiny.
I get lost.
Right? That's a city right there.
Oh, it is. It is. I couldn't live there because I get lost. Not that I have the money to live there, but I'd get lost.
Nobody needs that.
No.
Apparently somebody needed that. So
yeah.
Now I'm curious who's going to be one of our neighbors. Is it Elton?
Is it Elton John?
We started the rumor, guys.
Elton John bought a house on the Cape.
For a hot minute just to see how he liked it. Just checking it out. That's chump change to Elton.
Oh, God, of course it is. He's got that in his wallet.
He's like, all right, we'll just do a little bit of week's work around here.
Right.
We'll jazz up the place a bit.
Yeah. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And he has the money to do it. It's amazing the people who have the money to do things. We hear all the time about the economy and things aren't going well and everything else. But boy, if you talk to some people have a lot of cash.
Well, one of our questions today, as I always love to post on Stephanie in the Morning, if you give us a like and a follow, I appreciate that. But it was, if you could tell your 15-year-old self 3 words, what would they be? Somebody put close your legs, which I almost peed my pants this morning. And I know her ex-husband.
Oh, my goodness.
So thank you very much for that early morning laugh this morning.
Oh my God.
I very much appreciated it.
Listen to that advice out there, boys and girls.
So what 3 words would you give your younger self? I don't know.
I would say believe in yourself.
Oh, all right. I like that.
Because there were times over the course of my life and career when I didn't, and I should have.
I don't know. I don't know what I would have told my younger self. I really don't.
Either that or save your money.
Right, exactly.
One or the other.
Yeah, do better.
Right.
I guess I'm more formal education. I would have loved to have gotten a master's degree. Although this 105-year-old woman just got her master's degree.
Yes, I saw that. That's cool.
105 years old. I mean, she's got the time. What the hell else she's got to do? She did everything.
Right. Yeah. I think I'll go to school now in the time I have left.
I don't know. 3 words is a very short amount of time. And I did get a good laugh at some of the comments that were on there this morning. So right. I really appreciate that very much.
A good laugh. No, that's 4.
Yeah, no. For me, it would just plan better.
Mm-hmm. No, it's only 2.
I'm always flying by the seat of my pants. That's all. I don't need 3. I need 2. Plan better.
2. Plan better. Okay.
That's what I would have given my younger self.
Have more kids?
No. God, what? I'm enough. We are good. That is it. Those are the 3 words for us. What are you doing for 4th of July? You got your usual?
Yeah, we are going to Falmouth. We always spend the 4th of July with this couple who Mari sold a second home to. Gosh.
I love the fact that she still maintains
I don't know how many years. Oh, she does all the
fun
time.
Relationships with people.
And it's hard for me because I'm not very good with just like random names.
Oh.
And she'll talk about these people and Bob and Carol or something. And I get this Joe Biden. Is
that a husband thing?
I don't know. I get this Joe Biden look on my face. And she's like, you know who they are. And I'm like, You remember we sold them blah blah. Oh, that Bob and Carol.
We had a small wedding, and I still have to remind Cliff the people that were in it. I'm
Mhm.
like, we have photos of them on the wall. How do you not remember their name?
Right.
I think he half listens to me anyway, just to placate me, but
Mhm.
that's another story.
Right. Yeah, husbands do that. We pretend that we listen.
He really doesn't. And then he's like, "You never told me that." I'm like, so now I've started recording things.
And you play it back for him. Oh, jeez.
Because I'm sick of him saying, I never told you that. Or his favorite, I sent you that. You did. When did you send that to me? Where is it? Text message, email? Where'd you send that to me? Because you know it's difficult working with your spouse.
Yes.
And
it
also
is.
living with your spouse.
And
It's
we love
two
our
different
spouses
hats.
and we live with our spouses.
It's two different hats that you wear. Is this business hat
Right.
or is this relationship hat?
Right.
Or is this parent hat? There's a lot of hats.
Right. Now, since it's the summer, we're going to be probably working more at home than we do, from September to June.
Yeah.
So it's going to, I'm not going to say anything. I was going to say it's going to become a bit of a challenge, but we're really going to have to work at it.
Yeah,
to be
you just got
working
to work exactly.
working in tight spaces.
I know.
Because the idea of going into the office and then coming back, it's not like the office is around the corner from where we live like it used to be. So we're probably going to be working at home more. And
Well, especially in Cape Cod traffic, just plan your patience, everybody.
Yep.
Everyone is here.
Yep.
It was nice to come over the bridge and not have traffic. And I laughed. I said, because they've all arrived.
All right. Oh, we
all
came
been
home
here.
Saturday. Our flight landed at like 9:30 on Saturday morning, and we got picked up. It wasn't Michael, but one of his colleagues. And we thought, oh God, trying to get on the Cape at about 11:30. This is going to be a horror show.
No
right
one.
over.
Yeah, no one. It was getting out of Boston. That was the problem.
Yes. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. I fell asleep.
Oh, good for you.
I slept on the plane. I got in the limo, sat in the back. Said to Mariana, "Do you mind if I sit back here with you?" Well, I want to stretch out. I said, "That's okay. I'm going to sit in." And
I'm too angsty to sleep. My husband, by the way, narcoleptic king. We have so many photos of him sleeping in various random places. The kids really did him dirty in a lot of photos. So
in Europe,
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm making a montage. Him sleeping on the train, him sleeping in the car. It's just wherever we were, he was sleeping. It was great. He would have been on the statue of Napoleon sleeping. Always a good time. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning, Tom. Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
We've
everybody.
been having such a fun time. An hour has already gone by.
Wow.
I know. Back to the gym for me today, back to regular life. We have got a full list of events on cape.com if you're looking for something to do this week. I don't think that you're going to have a hard time finding something to do.
No.
But just know that we've got some really great, amazing giveaways this week, including Cape Cod Winery, which we will be at doing an afternoon trivia tomorrow, 4 to 6. If you're looking for something fun to do in Falmouth, you can swing on through Cape Cod Winery. We've got some new fun places that we are exploring this summer. So we've got gift cards there. We've got gift cards to the Steamship Authority. So maybe you're planning a little vineyard vacation or maybe a day trip to Nantucket, whatever it is. We are giving away some Steamship.
If you go to Nantucket, look for Bill Belichick's and his new squeeze.
She's busy. She's at cheerleading practice. She's showing up there in her Porsche.
That's why he's the greatest of all time.
Whatever, dude.
I mean, come on.
Not my business.
But he just bought a third house on Nantucket.
What does one need with 3 houses on Nantucket?
Well, I think the ex lives in one.
Oh.
I think Linda Holiday probably lives in the second one.
So he's got both exes. You just had to buy a new one.
And then he's got one that I guess is downtown somewhere.
Girls, you keep this. I'll just get my bachelor pad downtown.
With me and my, and apparently there were a lot of jokes some jokes during the Tom Brady roast that kept referring to the number 24.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody picked up on it. Well, apparently that's because they all knew about the girlfriend.
Oh.
And that she was I thought 24.
She was only 23.
Oh, no. Oh, no. She's an older woman now. She's all of 24. And they met and they came together talking about a philosophy project she was doing.
Because he probably wrote the text. He was history, for crying out loud.
Hey, God bless him. I mean, you know, I couldn't do it.
What do you talk about? Apparently philosophy.
Right. Right.
I'm going to leave that right there.
You
You
know.
guys have a great holiday, whatever it is that you're doing for the rest of the week. We may or may not check in with you. I definitely am going to be enjoying my 4th of July.
Are we taking Thursday off?
I mean, you can come if you want to come.
I mean,
You
if you're
wanna
going to
do
be
a
here,
show?
I'll come.
All right.
I mean, I'm around the corner, so I'm awake. So
Well, join us for that because that's going to be a party. We'll be decked out. You're going to dress up as Uncle Sam. I'm not coming unless you're dressing up like Uncle Sam. I'm going to get you a cute little outfit. We want you.
I'm glad you defined what cute little outfit was.
Hank's recruiting.
Right.
No, I won't make you wear a sundress. It's fine. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey, see you later, folks.
Hank, what's coming up during lunch break?
I'm not sure yet. We'll find out when we turn on the mic.
All right, excellent. Look forward to it. Find us lemonadio.com. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate the support. We'll see you out and about somewhere. Eventsoncape.com. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye, kids.
No sundress.
No sundress.
I
no.
really feel like I have an Uncle Sam outfit around here somewhere. I really do. It could be my little Yankee Doodle. Come on, Hank.